Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Roethlisberger keeps it.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders, all of them became starters for them when you think about it. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins, and maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
That goes for a gain of 31. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, Kaiser. This is caught. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller. Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Now Kaiser on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He completes it to Bryant. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. This is complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Roethlisberger. A quick hitter complete. It's Brown. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my #1 target.
Here we go.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended target was Corey Coleman. That'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch than total receiving yards from the line of scrimmage on the season.
That doesn't even sound real, but when you analyze his game, you understand why a stat like that can occur. His ability to catch the ball, be elusive, and also strong enough to break tackles, that allows him to gain all that extra yardage.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Hey, Charles, let's switch gears here for a second, talk Super Bowl jerseys. Did you know that 12 of the last 13 teams that have won the Super Bowl have worn white?
That I knew. My question was really, how many of them chose to wear white when the option was to wear their home, darker jersey?
Right.
And I know the Broncos flipped over and wore white against Carolina and won a Super Bowl. The Patriots have opted to do that this time. I wonder how many others were just naturally that way.
Yeah, but you're right, though. The conferences flip-flop each year who's home. So the Patriots are, quote-unquote, the home team, and they did select the white jerseys. We'll see if that pays off. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown from 8 yards out. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They try the left side with Johnson, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started, 3rd and 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Red zone opportunity. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So second and goal here from the 9. Now Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. Roethlisberger will throw. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll go for it with Bell. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Le'Veon Bell, no shades there at 2015 against the Chargers where he stumbled in. Here he can't get in. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. To throw is Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right around the 31. Give him 30 yards there.
Oftentimes, guys who do a really nice job on the wide receiver screen plays are really good punt returners. It's the same skill. Make the first guy miss and then pick up your blocking and get downfield. Nice gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They go to Johnson again. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Coleman, the man in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Again, it's Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. The busy night continues for Johnson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Johnson, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield. And he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically. But it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Broncos are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Bengals, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Thompson, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now Zay Jones in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Wentz. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let
me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
That one goes for 36 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Wentz. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, here's Wentz. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jermaine Kearse, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Second down, Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's got room. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
23 yards on the play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Play fake. Mariota. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
As aggressive as Cincinnati is on defense, I was surprised that they only had 33 sacks last season.
Yeah, bottom half of the NFL.
I think that helped contribute to them not making the playoffs. Remember, they had a nice little run going. That's the first time they missed in the last 6.
So as it turns out, that sack does not wind up costing him, at least in terms of getting points. They get 3.
Yeah, once you see your quarterback go down the backfield, you think, uh-oh. But fortunately for them, their kicker came to the rescue and made sure they got something out of that drive after all.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wentz to throw on second down. Complete outright to Kurz. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They run it again with Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. Out left side here to Bryant. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz now on 1st down. And he first shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Wentz. Past the 20. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. To put the ball in the end zone and get 6s, that's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Mariota now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Eifert, the man in motion. Third and long here for Mariota. He finds Beckham complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL?
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Sidney Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now Wentz. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there, 83 yards, and the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
Hey, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he motions the wide receiver. Wentz will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And the wideout in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. The left side completion to Jones. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hawkins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Wins to throw again. His throw incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, it's Thompson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. In motion, the tight end. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Des Bryant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, here's Wentz. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught. Jones. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Escaping the pressure right. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down throw for Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Bruton. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove. And
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. A beautiful spin and room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second down, Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was looking.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Beckham will go in motion right. On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Eifert, the man in motion. Throwing is Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit him over the top.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. A give. This is Cook. Shifts by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
The toss to Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
On second down, Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Here's Washington, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a second and long. They'll try to throw now. Mariota over the middle to Beckham. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On first down, Wentz. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. That goes for a gain of 31. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he motions the wide receiver. Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Wentz again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. He's got Curse. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Complete outright to Kurtz. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They still can't get it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, Charles, it's one.